So there's a Halloween tag going around on YouTube. Let's do the Halloween tag. Question 1. What is your favorite Halloween movie? My favorite Halloween movie it's actually like a franchise. I love and this is sort of silly, the Disney Channel Halloween Town movies. There's 4 of them, and the first one's my favorite, and I also really like the third one. I could give or take the second one, and the fourth one is sort of like a schlub off because it's like a new girl in the lead, and I don't like when movies do that, when they just take the lead role and make it a different actress. Just don't even make the movie, but whatever. Number 2, at what age did you stop trick or treating? I think like officially I stopped trick or treating when I was like a freshman in high school. Because when you're like in those early teenage years, it's fun to go out with your friends and go trick or treating. But actually, the very last time I ever went trick or treating, I was 18 or 19. It was my first Halloween in this town. We had just moved here that July, and I wanted to do something fun, so my cousin and I and one of her friends went out trick-or-treating, and it was a lot of fun. We went like all over the county. We didn't. Number 3, what is your favorite Halloween costume that you've worn? Oh, what? I really, really liked the year I was Little Red Riding Hood, and I was Little Red Riding Hood as if the wolf got her. So I had done it looked like I had claw marks on my face, like the wolf had got me, and I loved that costume. Number 4, what are you going to be for Halloween this year? I'm going to be a dead gypsy. Number 5, do you like going to haunted attractions? I have not been to a haunted house since 5th grade, and it wasn't like a super haunted house. It was like for 5th graders, so it wasn't there to like traumatize us. So I like going to that stuff, but I haven't been to one in years. I don't want to go to the ones where it'll traumatize me, but I want to go to one that's scary and fun, Number 6, vampires or werewolves? Well, let's rethink this. If I'm choosing vampires or werewolves outside the spectrum of what today vampires and werewolves are, and I'm going back to like the 90s when they were only on Buffy, I think I would pick them both. Well, no. See, I would pick vampires in that situation, but then I also loved Oz as a werewolf. Next question. Number 7, what is your favorite Halloween candy? Halloween specific candy, I would assume, would be like candy corn and stuff like that, and I like caramel apples, but that doesn't really count as a candy, does it? You know what? It totally counts. So candied apples or caramel apples or whatever it is, even though I never eat them, I like them. Those are Halloween specific to me, and I like those. So, number 8, do you decorate your house for Halloween? This is our first year in this house. We've lived in apartments since I was like 17. And we never decorated when I grew up. So this year we went all out and decorated the yard. I'll put a picture in. And I love it. I love that we went all, and my mom got really into it, and I never thought she would. Number 9, what is your least favorite costume you've worn? One year, it was like very last minute. My friends, I think I was in 5th or 6th grade. I think it was 5th grade. I couldn't decide what to do. And I was all afraid that everybody else's costumes would be like really cool and mine would be like super lame. And mine ended up being like really super lame. We took a headband and put like foil on it, and I wore like black. And I went as like a rabbit. And it was kind of sad and pathetic. I didn't like that costume that year. It was very sad that it wasn't as cool as everybody else's. Number 10, have you ever repeated a costume, and what was it? When I was little, until I was like 5 or 6, I was a witch every single year. Number 11, do you believe in ghosts? I totally believe in ghosts. And number 12, what is your scariest Halloween experience? Okay, I'm going to throw it out there and say it was around 4th grade. It might have been 3rd or 4th grade. My brother still took me trick-or-treating, and there was this house where you walked up on the porch, and there was like this coffin on the one side, and then you went up the porch to get your candy on one side of the porch, and then you would come down on the other side where the coffin was. And they had candy inside like latex gloves or like rubber gloves, which I now think is like, you could never do that. That'd be totally just scandalous, if you did something like that. But And I could see as we were walking down the road that when the kids came down the other side of the porch, somebody would like jump out of the coffin and like scare the crap out of the kids. And I knew it was going to happen. And I got to the top of the stairs. I don't even know why I went up there. I knew they were going to scare me. My brother probably sent me up there because he always took my candy when we got home. But I got my glove that had my candy in it, and I would not go back down the stairs, and these kids were like shoving me out of the way, and I'm like starting to cry because I knew it was gonna scare me. And I looked back at the woman who handed me the candy, and I said, please, please let him not jump out and scare me, please, please. I was like, I was gonna pee my pants. I was terrified. And then when I went to go walk down, she went over to the guy. I remember that. She went over to whoever it was that was in the coffin and, like, said, you know, this little girl is going to shit her pants. You know, don't scare her. So he opened it up before I went down there, and he sat up nicely and sat there quietly while I walked by, and he shook my hand and said, Happy Halloween, and let me go by without, you know, scaring the ever-loving crap out of me. But it was terrifying. Like, I remember the whole experience was just traumatizing as, you know, I was like 7 or 8 years old, you know. But that was my scariest Halloween experience by far. Let me know what you're dressing up as, because I get so curious about other people's costumes, you know. Give me ideas for next year type of things. So, happy Halloween, and have a great day. I'll see you later.